Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And let me greet everybody real quick. Havorten Hadugu dog. All the way to the bank. Vasas los. Bonjour, Miss Me. Keda bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ma. Sani bonani. Jumbo habarigani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right. So basically, this is just a short to do real quick. Y'all see the title, but before I get into this, because I think this is kind of funny on a hilarious side, not funny, peculiar. But y'all got to understand what's going on here. So let me just do a couple of things real quick. Just hold on for a second. All right, get to my stuff. And I was trying to get this up a little earlier, but this time I figured out what all the dead spots are, and I tried to avoid those dead spots like the plague, right? So, having done that, I'm just deciding to pull over real quick. One moment. I'm just deciding to pull up so I can just get this video out and share it real quick. All right. For those of y'all that are starting to tune in, thank you for showing up. Don't forget about subscribing if you haven't subscribed, but that's usually not significant to some of you brothers I know that show up right away. All right. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. So basically, now that I got that out the way, all right. Now that I got that out the way, let me get back to my live stream. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. All right. Oh, let me do one other thing real quick. Um. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right. So one moment while I get this up. All right. And I want y'all to understand some things. We've been talking about this hypocrisy that's been going on for a minute, right? When it comes to this. And it's really crazy if you really think about it. You got a whole bunch of people that's really getting upset over stuff that there's no reason to get upset over. All right. So, brother Frankie, um, he sent this to me. Okay. He sent this to me. Hold on for a second. All right. Brother Frankie has sent this to me. And he was just letting me know some stuff, right? Like what's really going on. Because I haven't really been following things too much. All right. And so I decided to look at what he sent me, and I was wondering, with all the uproar, was anyone thinking the same thing that I was thinking? Okay, I was wondering if anyone was thinking the same thing I was thinking. And one of the things that I was thinking is, I don't know what everybody's upset about or upset at. So, in any case, I decided to go and look into this thing, and upon doing a little bit of research, started to figure out what was going on. All right. So I started to figure out what was going on. And after I figured out what was going on, I decided, you know what? I'm going to break it down to you folks here. All right. So here is the breakdown as we start to get into this. Let's put the air up here. All right. Here's the breakdown. This is the real deal. This is what's going on. Now, one of the things I should say to y'all is all this fake outrage, forget it. All right. I was wondering, as I was looking into this, is this like an innocent mistake or something? All right. The way people were getting upset, it was as if Kim K. West, let's remember that, because she wants to be known by her husband's last name. All right. So let's remember that. Kim K, wants to be known by her husband's last name. So she makes sure that people say Kim K West, Kim Kardashian West. All right. That's one breakdown. All right. But here's another thing that I want you to understand. So as we get up into these things, all right, sorry, I got to cool my phone off a little bit. So as we start to get in these developments and all the rest of the stuff that's going on, I started to do a little research and try to discover what was really going on with this. One, they said she used darker makeup, all right, on purpose, intentionally, right? Two, why would she do that? I'm thinking, okay, there had to be a legit reason behind this. And that legit reason could be that she intentionally wanted to set off the group of people that really never cared about their own image, never cared about the community in which they say they are the backbone of, never cared about the good men of said community, and saw them as only something to exploit and use the system to try to destroy. So what's really going on here? All right. And so start to figure it out. I went to the Daily News and the Daily Beast. All right. And start reading as to what was going on. And so they talked with Kim in the interview, and basically you see the thumbnails. Okay. You see the thumbnails. First of all, Kim K is not European Caucasian, meaning she has a little more melanin than your average European. All right. 2, Kim K West is Middle Eastern. All right. She is Middle Eastern. I want y'all to understand that. Kim K West is Middle Eastern. So again, she's going to present phenotype with more melanin than your average Caucasian from out of Europe. All right. And she has a makeup artist, and the makeup artist puts the makeup on her. Now, if you see in the picture, in the side by side of the photo shoot and her after the photo shoot, all right, and you read what happened, it makes sense because she's wearing the same makeup. And so she takes a bunch of pictures. All right, this is what went on. Kim K takes a bunch of pictures. And when she takes those pictures, the photographer picks out the pictures and put them as the magazine cover. So Kim Kardashian didn't personally pick the picture. All right. And so as they're looking at this, these pictures, you got to understand that a bunch of people around Kim took the pictures and picked the pictures that were going to go on the magazine cover. There were many pictures taken, and if you go and look at the magazine, they took a lot of pictures of her, the family and stuff. And so, you know, they didn't change the makeup. They like, all right, y'all come in. All right, the next people, you come in. All right, now who we got next on it? Okay, take some more. Yeah, baby, turn to the left. Okay, I'm spent. You know, I'm thinking Austin Powers, right? So basically, this is what you have here. What you don't have is somebody actually getting in blackface. They attribute the tone, the tone of the photograph to the lighting. And so when you look at her in the same makeup with the family, and then look at her with the makeup, okay, you can make the leap. Okay, yeah, it is the lighting. All right, it makes sense. All right. You could be like, okay, yeah, that does make sense. It's the lighting. Hold on for a second. I gotta cool my phone off real quick. My phone was trying to overheat. Okay, so I got it a little. So let me see something real quick. Let me go this way. Okay. Hey, what's up, Taurus Johnson? So I'm gonna do this like this. Hey, what's up, Taurus Johnson? Seems like they're trying to block me again. I'm gonna do this like this. Seems like they're trying to block me again. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna cut this out. Seems like they're trying to block me again. All right, so I don't know. I was thinking I should have more people than this on here, but I don't know. I just know that there's a lot of things that's been going on with my channel lately, both on YouTube and on Facebook. All right. Anyway, so at the end of the day, right? Anyway, so at the end of the day, Kim, at the end of the day, a lot of people are upset at something where they really shouldn't be upset at it. And I had a few problems with the amount of hypocrisy that is going on when it comes to this issue concerning Kim K. All right. And one of the things is that many of the people that's complaining famous are not, one, they're not wearing their own hair. They're wearing their hair in a European style. So I don't, they don't have a leg to stand on. All right. Two, the other set of people that are complaining, the Smurfs, all right, they threw the community under the bus for trinkets anyway. So they don't have a leg to stand on. Right? Three, Kim K is involved with the guy that would be the nerd. That's Mr. West, right? She picked him and married that guy. As a matter of fact, if you look at all the dudes that Kim K messed with, she never messed with thugs. Period. And she didn't end up marrying a thug. Period. And so there is a level of jealousy that is going on when it comes to Kim K and Kanye. All right. And it might be on both sides. But that had the biggest problem with what is going on. Okay. It's the Smurfs that had the biggest problem. And it might be on both sides. But all right, so had the biggest problem with what is going on. And so basically to break everything down, you had a bunch of actresses and stuff that are now, and you have mainly the actresses, and you have the sellouts, the people that sold out the community. You have the actresses and the sellout, the people that sold out the community, both male and female, the so-called melanated, the ADOS, right? These are the same people that will call Kanye crazy because he decided that he's going to think with his own mind instead of allow CNN to think for him. When I talk to many people about what's going on in the government, about the evidence that shows that it was the Democrats that had collusion with Russia, that showed that the Democrats out of their own mouth mentioned that, yeah, they did the quid pro quo. It was the Democrats that actually did illegal stuff like wipe their servers and never paid any time. Understand this. The people didn't care about that because they still wanted to set up the guy. And so basically, when anybody does anything that hurts their feeling, and this is an innocent thing, all right, they have no leg to stand on. All right. I keep telling people we should be about justice and what's right. But other people within the diaspora are only about themselves and the side that they pick. And they don't care if the side that they pick is right or wrong. It is easy to get gin up their feelings and get them upset at anything. All right, I want y'all to understand this. It is easy to get those people upset at anything. And you're asking yourself, why are they upset? Why are they upset? She picked a man that most Smurfs don't want. Oh, and they become Smurfs before they would even think about settling down. They're listening to the dog whistle of other people in the media, which are making them worse people at best. And understand what I mean by worse people at best. These are people that don't even have their own interests at heart. So it's easy for somebody that don't really care about them to come up and tell them you need to be upset at this. So you got a lot of the sellouts telling the masses that you need to be upset at this. This woman is a Ray. She did a whole spiel on it, but I mean, if she want to go like that, you have no leg to stand on when you're not looking my complexion. All right, none of these people have any legs to stand on. So it's very hard to try to figure out what's going on, what's going wrong. And then when many other people were commenting, nobody ever did the research to see if she actually did put on darker makeup to try to look like a African American woman. Let's say it like that. And she did not. It was just strictly the lighting. But people want to have beef because they're upset at the success she's having in her marriage. All right, most of the people that's calling her out her name are still actively participating in the lifestyle that they are trying to accuse her of having in her past. But at the same time, these are the same people that don't want you to remember their past. Understand this. So the people that don't want you to remember their past want you to remember the past of somebody that they can't stand because of jealousy. That's how that works. So now what's going on? Now what's going on is Kim K just did another thing just to upset a bunch of people that was already jealous of her and Kanye for whatever reason, because she is having a successful relationship and marriage with a guy that was never a thug, but went to college first. All right. And he treats her in a romantic way, and they can't get that out of their thug. That's basically it. And you can't blame the thug, is because the thug, by the nature of who he is, come in saying that all you're going to get is what you're going to get. Nothing more. And maybe less. All right. And they are having such a difficult time with this. All right. So, Brother Frankie, All right, on Facebook, he was like, what do you think of this? Right? And so I couldn't think of anything. I just saw the picture. I said, yeah, she does look awfully dark in the picture in my head, but I didn't formulate a thought at all yet because I don't know what's going innocent little thing that, the lighting angle and stuff like that. And I know what they were going for. All right. My I had it on another the other page to see. It seemed like having. As a matter of fact, more times than not, you have a lot of fact. More times than not, you have a lot of brothers, especially in successful families, and a lot of the so-called ADOS people cannot stand the fact that a brother is happy, and this is why the people that took my they hashtag a term. This is how I know that certain people listen to me, but and that's the other thing. They'll steal stuff from other brothers, don't want to give them credit, want to act like they came up with stuff by them. And I was like, this is just a cutthroat society that we're in with a lot of people that really, really, really don't care about the community at home. They are using the community in the same way they say Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton doing. It's a quick way to get people to send you money to do nothing but to pay for your house. If you look at a lot of the people that say they're for the community, right? If you look at all the money that the community has given them, everything that they did with the money is for sale, to include themselves and their souls. They got bigger houses, all these people that people gave money to, and basically they say, well, we're for the community because we talk. All right. When they're doing these movies, Hidden Colors and stuff, you got to buy them. They're selling this stuff. It's not a donation, they're selling it. Everybody, to include the sellouts, are getting rich off of the misery of the Afro people. And the sad part is, they're really not, no one's really upset about it. They're just upset about their condition, not realizing who the people are that's enabling the condition. These are the same people that shut down channels like mine that have brothers and sisters that's actually helping me out and helping me to do something more for the community, even if we have to go other places in the diaspora or however you're saying it, even though we have to go other places in order to make an impact. And the reason why we have to go other places is that the people that should have been just listening and changing their ways decide, no, we're going to double down on wickedness, and we're just going to destroy the people that's telling the truth, and we're going to make rich the people that are keeping up the fabrications. And so now these same jealous people are now angry at a lady because she took a bunch of photos, and the people that was running the magazine picked out the and this is what happened. They picked out the sexiest photo they can find, and that's the one they went with. Understand this, they picked out the sexiest one they could find, and that's the one they went with. And so a lot of people want a lot of other people to be outraged, but me, I'm not outraged. I'm not outraged for a couple of reasons. One, I went and looked at the photo. When I went and looked at the photo, I was like, oh, I see what they did here. I looked at what went on during the shoot. They took a bunch of pictures, and the editor of the magazine picked that photo out. Kim K didn't. She just took a bunch. And she took a bunch in the makeup that she had in the photo. Now, the question is, why did the editor pick that particular photo out? I could guess, well, two reasons below her face that they picked that particular photo out, because she was really wearing that black dress, right? But outside of that, I was like, yeah, that dude, that's dark. And if it's the lighting, why did they pick that one? And maybe that was the sexiest photo they could find to put on their magazine to sell the magazine. I'm going to tell you something else. Maybe they wanted their magazine talked about, because guess what? People are talking about their magazine. Maybe they're operating on a model that there is no such thing as bad publicity. There is just publicity. So now the only people running around with their feelings hurt, well, one, it's not Kim K, it's not Kanye, and definitely not the magazine or the editor that put that picture up there, because that picture did exactly what they wanted done. It got a whole bunch of jealous people in an uproar because they're upset at Kim specifically. And they're upset at her because they are jealous of the relationship between her and Kanye, because they see romantic love within their relationship. Understand this. They see romantic love within their relationship. And Kim K was not a Smurf. All her children that she had, they're Kanye's. Think about that. The relationship that this woman, and there's another, I think is deeper than that. What this woman is showing is that, yeah, if brothers get with somebody like a Kim K type, right? And understand this. The problem with all the rest of the girls in that Kardashian family is they pick users. If you look at them, on the map with a song called Jesus Walk, fictitious character. She picked a dude that was not a dealer, that didn't have much to do with dealers destroy